What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today we are going to be reacting and talking about another Madden reaction. So we've done two of these already. We've done the official EA release gameplay trailer. That was the very first one we did. And then we did the FIFA and Madden 21 little bit of a more graphics kind of deeper look into those kind of things, like what the game is going to play like, what's the both games are going to look like and stuff. We talked about the sweat, we talked about all that kind of stuff. So those are the first two ones we've taken a look at, and now we're going to take a look at the third Madden 21 trailer, which is a official gameplay deeper dive. Well, just deep dive, but I'm going to be calling it a deeper dive because we've already taken a look at two other videos on Madden 21. So this is going to be an even deeper dive into it. It's going to be explaining, like, I would assume it's going to be explaining all the stuff they talked about in the official gameplay trailer, like the new running mechanic. Excuse me. The new running mechanics, the new tackling mechanics, the new defensive line mechanics, all the stuff that they talked about in the very first official trailer. I'm sure that's what they're going to be going into a deeper dive with this. So I have not seen this, so let's go put these headphones on and let's get into this video. I hope you guys do go on to enjoy. If you do, make sure to smash that like button and let's get into it.
Our goal in Madden 21 is to deliver complete control to our players on both sides of the ball. As the rising generation of stars change the game every single week, we're changing with them, and this all starts at the line of scrimmage. The pass rush can control a modern NFL game, and we're introducing all new defensive line mechanics to make playing as a pass rusher both more responsive and more fun to play, and it all starts with control. All pass rush moves are now on the right stick and triggers, which allows you to perform the exact move you want every time. The on-field...
All right. First off, why they got to be disrespectful like this? Like, why they got to be showing the Patriots getting tackled? That's just disrespectful. But anyway, besides that, so they're saying basically that you're going to have more skill-based defensive line mechanics. So it's not going to just rely on if you get lucky in... off the block or something like that. So if you're, it's probably going to depend on the overall. It's probably going to it's going to matter more about the higher overall players. So like if you're Aaron Donald, or if you're somebody with the skill level of a Chase Young or a Myles Garrett or something like that, then you're going to be probably more successful with those moves. But if you're somebody like in the 70s or the low 80s or something like that, you're probably not going to be able to be as effective with the moves, depending on, it's probably going to match up the skill level of the overall rating of the player you're playing with, and then the skill level of the player that you are. Like if you're how fast you are at moving that analog stick with the timing and stuff. So timing's probably going to be a big thing in a lot of these new mechanics and stuff that they're bringing out.
Field trainer will bring more player feedback to the battle as well. You'll see how many moves or attempts you have on any given play, and will get a clear feedback if the move was successful or not. The new pass...
Yeah, so basically on that, I'm assuming they're saying that you're going to have like choices of if you want to do a spin move or a swim move or a power rush or a finesse or anything like that, or a spin. I think I already said that. But so like they had, let me go back just a little bit. They had a bar right there. See, you see that right there? They had a bar of like, well, how many is that? Five different like bars of success, I'm guessing. So if you get like 3 bars, it's probably going to go through three is probably like the halfway point if it's going to go through or not. But if you get like 4 or 5, then it's probably going to most likely, most of the time it's going to go through. But if you get like 2 or 1, it's probably not going to get, not going to be successful, and it's not going to go through. That's just what I think. It could be wrong. Well, here he has, this defense lineman for the Redskins has 2 bars of success. So, and he's got a red, like he didn't complete the spin move. So I'm assuming that's how they're going to be doing it. So you want to get like 3 or higher on the bars. I'm guessing that's to do with timing as well. The better you time it, the higher you get in the bar, I'm guessing. And this right here probably decides which move you go with. If you go with a spin move or a finesse move or a power rush or something like that, I'm guessing that's what the right analog stick will decide right there. But that's just what I think. I don't know.
Or not. The new pass rush system in Madden 21 means playing D-line isn't just for the newcomers anymore. It introduces a whole new strategy at the line of scrimmage built for all Madden players.
Now, there is a lot of people that user linebackers and user safeties. I personally user defensive linemen. That's just the way that I play. I don't like to user linebackers and user safeties. That's just not... I can user linebackers. I just don't like usering safeties. But I really only use user defensive linemen and linebackers because it's easier for me. And I know that they said that it's not just going to be for the beginners anymore. I'm not a beginner. I've been playing Madden forever. And I've played every single Madden in the 2000s, I think. And so I think that this new Madden 21, at least the way that they're pitching this and the way that they're explaining it right now in this deeper dive, is going to be a more in-depth, more like behind the scenes kind of, not really the right words, but you know what I'm trying to say, like a more, for lack of a better term, deeper dive of the defensive line mechanics. Like it's going to want to make people play as the defensive line more is basically what they're trying to say here.
Control on the offensive side of the ball is also getting an overhaul in Madden 21 with the skill stick ball carrier system. Like the superstars of this generation, we wanted to bring a new level of creativity and control to the field for our players to take advantage of. The right stick acts as your main control point between you, the defender, and the open field, and all the moves can be linked together to create exciting skill moves at any moment. There are two new moves.
All right, so basically what I'm getting from this is that they're going to have the right stick's going to be completely like overhauled and changed. And then what they're saying is it's going to rely on how good you are to be able to keep up the train of or like the chain, I should say, not train, the chain of connections between skill moves to be able to put together and piece together like a 1-2-3 combination of skill moves, like you do a double juke and then a spin or something. So that's what they're saying. Like it's going to rely more heavily on like us as players being able to piece together the skill move combinations and stuff. So that's hopefully going to be better for online play, because I know that in the online Madden and Madden 21 during Ultimate Team and stuff, it was very overpowered was the running mechanics and the skill moves. So hopefully this new mechanic and stuff and the overhaul and everything it's getting is a little bit more balanced.
That the skill stick is unlocked: the side hurdle or jurtle and the dead leg. These are more representative of the moves we're seeing from today's top ball carriers, and they can be linked together with the traditional jukes and spins to create endless combinations. Specific animations will only be available to certain archetypes to ensure that only the best ball carriers in the league are breaking ankles on the way to the end zone.
All right. That's that is really good. I'm glad to hear that. That is amazing, because in past Madden games you could have like a Marshawn Lynch or a Derrick Henry, or name your big beefy running back. Name any one of them, and they could be putting together like crazy jukes connected with spins and like all kinds of stuff, and then be gone for like a 70-yard touchdown and stuff. And then you could have like, I don't know, like Lindsey from the Broncos, I forget his first name, or some like Darren Sproles or something. You could have one of those guys like run right over a big defense or a big linebacker or something. Like that doesn't make sense. That's not how it would happen in real life. So I'm glad that they're taking this more towards like how the NBA has taken 2K in the archetype stuff. Like it's going to be more focused on your body type, and like if we have Saquon Barkley right here, he's going to be more likely to be able to hurdle people because he's got them thick thighs and the big calves and stuff. He can leap over like Ezekiel Elliott. He can leap over. He's done it before. He can do it again. And probably people like Derrick Henry are going to be able to just smash right through you because he's a big burly guy. So hopefully in Madden 21 they're going to have more body type and archetype matching between the skills and the character that you are and stuff. That's a really good sign for what Madden is going for in the future. I'm really excited about the way that they're explaining this and stuff. It's really getting me excited for Madden 21.
To slow down the run this year, new breakdown tackling controls will help bring the elite ball carriers to a halt, balancing out the run game on defense.
I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about the overhaul on the open field tackling and stuff, because open field tackling in past Madden games has been just infuriating. So I am super excited that they are talking about this and that they are addressing it and that they are going to fix it, or they already have fixed it for the game. And so it makes me so happy, because I am somebody who in the open field tends to miss tackles because of the animation that you get, or the cheesiness of the running game, like we talked about earlier, or the way that the safety just happens to break off, like doesn't get the full tackle because the running back breaks off a tackle and stuff. Like some of those tackles they shouldn't be able to break off. Like if I'm like hugging you and trying to bring you to the ground, you shouldn't really be able to break that off unless you're Derrick Henry or Marshawn Lynch or something like that. So I'm really glad that they're addressing this. It makes me happy.
Major changes to see here. The first being a much more authentic representation of how the defenders get into position to make the play. You'll see defenders, both user and AI controlled, break down like they would in the real world and prepare for contact. This eliminates the guided missile feeling to some tackling, as well as the more jarring tackle moments we may have seen previously.
All right, I like that. They're saying that it's getting rid of the guided missile kind of things, which means basically if you were a running back and you were headed to the end zone, you would have a safety that would just come straight at you and hit you like that. You wouldn't have them try and get an angle on you and bring you down. That's where most of the broken tackles would come from, because you could either juke out of that or spin that or cheese it in some way. So that's more of where the guided missile term comes from. But what they're saying here is that they're going to try and strategize in their AI mind where you're going to go. They're going to try and get an angle on you more realistically than in past Madden games, that's great. It's looking good for the future of Madden by this deeper dive trailer.
Well-timed breakdown tackles will give defenders better control and a much higher chance of successfully tackling the oncoming player, giving up less broken tackles. Like any play, timing is key, and a mismatched tackle can still let the runner slip by. Outside of all the new...
I'm glad that they brought that up, because missed tackling does happen. Like there's times in real life, there's a bunch of times in real life, all the time, where there's tackles that are missed and broken tackles and all that kind of stuff. So I'm glad they're not like completely going from one end of the spectrum to the other and going from a bunch of broken tackles to like no broken tackles, where you can't even juke out of a play and get a broken tackle or something, or hit sticks, or I guess it's more of a truck stick and stuff, and just run over the player and not have a broken tackle and stuff. So I'm hoping that they found their happy medium here and are going to be able to improve it.
Control players will have in Madden 21, some of the biggest updates we'll see is in the overall authenticity and presentation of each game, eliminating immersion breakers, making gameplay more authentic and realistic. You'll see players keeping their momentum as they run out of bounds, reaching for extra effort first downs, and diving for end zone pylons.
That's one thing that I've been a critic of over the past couple of Madden games, is that it just doesn't feel realistic at the ends of at some points in the games. Like you can be totally immersed in the game. You can be like fourth down and 1 in the Super Bowl, and the atmosphere is going crazy, the crowd's going crazy, you're ready to go. It's like fourth quarter and your last play, or you're going to lose the Super Bowl, and you make the play, and then the player just doesn't react, or the player just gets up like it's a normal play, or he goes out of bounds and he just walks back to the sideline or something. Like those kind of things take you out of the moment a little bit, and that's happened to me a lot. I know it's happened to a bunch of other people who play Madden. And so what they're saying by this is they're going to hopefully make it feel like it's more realistic. Like they have Odell Beckham Jr. walking out of bounds and then moonwalking as he's walking out of bounds, like continuing to walk, not really moonwalking, but continuing to walk backwards as he goes out of bounds. The little things are what the Madden players want. And like extending I know that's a really big. We talked about this in the first gameplay trailer when they talked about extending the ball a little bit. It's a little thing that you wouldn't think. Like I said back in the first trailer, I thought that was in the game for a couple years already. But now knowing that it's not, and now it's going to be in this game, it's the little things like this that make you want to play the game, because you notice these things. Like if you're on a third and goal at the goal line and you run out, you like do a run play and you sweep it to the left or the right, doesn't really matter, and you get tackled, but you reach the ball over the line and get it. Those kind of things that haven't been in Madden are going to make this game that much better, even if it's just a little thing like reaching the ball an inch or a foot or a yard over the line. That's the kind of things that you want to see, because that's the kind of things that make you think you're watching a real game, not really like playing it. You're just immersed totally in the experience. Those are the kind of things that I like to see, and I'm glad that they're incorporating some of them into this game.
And diving for end zone pylons, making those key moments even more authentic. This also extends to the quarterback position, as all new physics-based animations will create more authentic moments when throwing under pressure and when being hit. These are contextual moments where the positioning of the defender, the QB's arm angle, and the target of the pass will all contribute to the outcome.
So I'm really, really hoping that what they're saying here is, this is good, by the way. This is really good. You get to see a little sneak peek of the new Browns uniforms. And what I'm hoping by this is, like, if you say you have Myles Garrett and he's running past the right tackle, he gets through that and he comes to, I don't know, they had Aaron Rodgers in there, so he's coming to Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers is about to throw it, but Aaron Rodgers is a right-handed quarterback, and Myles Garrett on this play is coming from the right side. So hopefully, if Rodgers doesn't get the ball off in time, like say he's in motion to throw the football, but Myles Garrett gets there and hits him, and he hits him in that right arm, hopefully it's more realistic where the ball falls, or if it does fall, sometimes quarterbacks can hold on to that football depending on how hard the hit is and where the hit is from the lineman. So hopefully what they're saying here is the arm direction and the amount of pressure that you put on the ball and stuff like that. Hopefully that is all incorporated to make it feel like a more realistic game. That's really the entire goal of this Madden 21 this is the building block. I said this before. This is the building blocks to a great game. This is the start. Like, you can't just go straight to a great game. You have to work out the bugs. You have to work out the kinks. And they've done that with Madden 20. At least they tried with the face of the franchise and all that kind of stuff. They added in new stuff. But this game feels to me like it's going to be the official start to a new generation of Madden games that are going to, like, people aren't going to be knocking Madden games in the future. Like, they're going to be saying, oh, this is the best Madden game ever. Or they're going to be saying, like, I want to keep playing Madden even in June or something like that. Like, that's what I'm getting from this trailer, at least.
Of the throw. In the moments after the play is stopped, we've overhauled the player avoidance system, making all players on the field more aware of each other and their surroundings, giving a much-needed facelift to the actions between the downs. At the same time, when the play is stopped, who doesn't love a good celebration to rub a great play into your opponent's face?
All right.
We've opened up.
All right. Let's go back a little bit.
Time when the play is stopped, a much-needed facelift.
All right, so what they're saying, let me see if I can get to it real quick. All right. So in the past, we've had the ability to just pick if you want to do a dance or if you want to do I forget what the other thing is, but I think it's signature and dance, like the signature and dance right here. I think that's the only two that you had to pick from. But now they're giving you the option to, I'm sure this is going to be, excuse me, I don't know what's going on in my throat today, but I'm sure this is going to be in the end zone too. For touchdown celebrations, you're going to have 4 different options to pick from, depending on who the player is. Like if you have Odell Beckham Jr., or if you have Antonio Brown, or if you have I don't know, Michael Thomas, or it doesn't really matter who the wide receiver is, but I'm really happy to see this in here because it just gives, it's the little things that give you that immersive experience. Like Chase Young, they had Chase Young tackling the quarterback here. Chase Young's going to want to celebrate that, and now you get to pick the choices that Chase Young is going to celebrate with. You got swagger, you got dance, you got flex, you got signature. This is like, it's perfect. Like I like this point in Madden. They're headed in the right direction. They are on the right track.
Good celebration to rub a great play into your opponent's face.
And can we talk about for a second the disrespect they put on Julian Edelman once again? Like, look at it. This doesn't look like Julian Edelman. This looks like a doppelganger of Julian. This is like this is the Walmart version of Julian Edelman. The Walmart version of Julian Edelman, and then the real Julian Edelman is the Gucci version. This is just the disrespect. It's just the Patriots. The disrespect they put on the Patriots is out of control.
We've opened up plenty of new opportunities for user-controlled celebration and reactions throughout every game.
And those Falcons uniforms still look pretty fire. I was a critic. I said this before. I was a critic when they first announced them and what they look like and stuff. But seeing them in the game, at least, I don't know how they're going to look in real life, but seeing them at least in the game, they look fire.
Giving you total control over how your players react after more game-changing plays. Welcome to Madden 21. Get ready to go all out starting on August 28th.
All right. This is good. This is really good. I like this. This deeper dive was very informative. It definitely was a deep dive because they talked about all the stuff that I wanted to know. They explained it all in a very easy to understand way. Hopefully I pass that along to you guys in a understandable way. I understand it. I just hope that you guys understand it as well. But this deep dive, all this stuff they're doing has gotten me hyped up more than the official gameplay trailer. Like, that gameplay trailer let me down. I was expecting a lot from it. But they should have just put this as the official gameplay trailer. Or maybe not the gameplay trailer, but the official release trailer. They should have put this deep dive as the release trailer, because this deep dive trailer has explained everything. It has detailed what's going to be in the game as far as mechanics and as far as gameplay issues and stuff that the Madden community has discussed and brought up to them and stuff. So this is really promising for the future of Madden games, and I'm excited to see what happens with this game when it comes out on August 28th or 24th, whatever they said, 25th, because 3-day early access. So I'm so excited for this game. I hope you guys are too. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to go smash that like button if you want to see more, and subscribe down to the channel and notification bell turned on. You can check out this video if you want to hear, or if you want to see it without me talking over it. You want to see it, EA Madden NFL on YouTube. Go check it out if you want you want to watch the trailer without me blabbering over it. But that is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!